Hello, my loves, and welcome to EQ with Jah. I am Jawan, your lovely host who's been gone for a moment, but I'm back. I had to make some me time, and it's been great. Really focusing on balancing just again my physical body, my mental body, my spiritual body, amongst all the things that are always going to be going on in this world, even more at this hyper time of activity. It is still very important to focus on staying true to your most authentic voice. Now, we talk about this all the time. Authenticism in voice is confidence. That's what I break it down to. If someone ever asked you, what is being authentic in my voice? It's confidence. And confidence comes in how you decide to speak. Now, before we even jump into the topic today of confidence, let's start with this exercise that I kind of, it might have existed before. Again, I don't claim to know everything, but I do know what I have learned sitting with myself in silence, not reaching out to anyone, just really listening to my own body. And I learned over time that I did not know my own voice because I was taught how to hide behind my voice. What does this mean? So, when I grew up, I was not told it was okay to talk between voices. Here's how I would respond if my mother said something. Jawan, huh? Boy, you better take that bass out your voice. I mean, yes, ma'am. Right there. Everybody knows this moment. Some is positive, some is negative, but in that moment, we're taught how to respond to authority, how to respond to someone who usually always finds the way to have the last say emotionally or other. These are all of the things where we get lost in our own voice and we lose our authenticism, as I like to say. What we call, sorry, my back be itching sometimes. I be sitting, working. But anyhow, talking about our chest voice and our head voice. We talk about these in singing. We understand these two concepts. When I shifted from yeah to huh, I changed the whole perception of myself to fit that tone to assist somebody else's. I said somebody else's, but I mean it works. Somebody else's outside perspective. Sometimes I hear extra words. I'm just like, no, that's not the word. But you're seeing somebody else's outside perspective before you even get to be yourself. So we change our tone. We change who we are based on these scenarios and these circumstances. And so for myself, most people, when you talk through your head voice, and I wrote down for this one, our head voice, this is the taught voice. This is the voice that is what we call align with the mind. When you say, I'm logical, I'm a logical thinker. Okay, well, logic is taught. Logic is not something that is actually innate until you experience enough of life to see that, oh, this is logical. Not because I do it enough or over and over that it's logical. No, people do stuff over and over that don't make no damn sense, but in their mind is logical because no one has stopped them from doing such. So this is the point of a taught mind, a taught voice, a taught energy. And if this voice is the voice that is in your head, not the voice that's in your heart that talks to you innately and says, hey, let's listen to ourselves. No, if the voice in your head, even when I'm talking right now, my voice up here, this is my thinking voice, my excited voice, my controlled voice on how I want it to come through. Now, if I go back and I shift down to my chest voice is my authentic voice. This is when happy, sad, mad, it's coming out of here. All out of here. Not up here. I could go up here. But it's coming from here. That's when you start to feel, when I say your own voice, put your hand over your heart, and when you speak, you feel your words forming out of your mind that came from some pre-thought or energy around you to then come from the heart and speak. When they say speak from the heart, it's speaking with how you feel. A lot of the times we are taught to be quiet with how we feel with our real voice and how to speak with our head voice, which is the one that everyone learns how to manipulate and control. Trusting your chest voice is your innate gut voice. This is your gut intuition. This is why I say when you speak something into existence, don't speak it from your mind like, oh, I hope this happens and I hope that. Your mind is already convoluted whatever energy you were meant to have between your body and your ego and your soul and your mind and your heart. All these things constantly ebb and flow are trying to speak for us. At some point in some time, we have been taught to not listen to our authentic chest voice. When they say it with your chest. Say what you mean when you say it. Don't say what you mean like this. I can say it like this, but you see how I'm controlling it? Me controlling this is actually my head voice because my head is saying control it, tighten it. No. But my saying it out authentically, I'm not holding nothing in. I'm just letting it come out. This is my authentic voice. People have taught me to be scared of this voice. Oh, you loud. Why you just talk like you know? Why you just... Because I know what I feel, and what I feel is my truth. And this is where I get my confidence from. I've been around enough people in situations where they say, well, you just think you're just so confident. No, I know I'm confident because when I'm speaking to you right now, I'm telling you straight up, I'm not worried about how you feel about me. That's my confidence. Now, if I'm like, oh, you think you're confident? Yeah, I think I'm confident. I know I'm confident. Shoot, you ain't got to tell me I'm confident. I know. Why would I do all that extra explaining and maneuvering and energy wasting on someone who I clearly know is not confident? I'm not confident. If I do this, that's why people say if you argue with someone or you feel the need to rebuttal, it's not that you're not confident in yourself, but you're not confident in the situation. There's times when you need to speak up, of course. Do so. But when you speak up and say it through your chest, say it through your voice. Feel it vibrate and resonate all over your body so that when it resonates, that word resonates, even when I do that, you feel the vibration go through your body. That's resonating. That feels good. What I'm saying feels good. Now, when I say something that's honest, Joanne, I love you, that feels good. My body feels it. It feels it. If I say, Joanne, I hate you, I know that ain't true. I'm like, shh. Even my body like, we don't accept that truth. But I felt my body jerk like, because I knew my mind was trying to formulate a way to make it fit. It doesn't fit my reality because my reality is not what I say. My reality is not what I think. My reality is what I feel. My reality is how I say what I feel. Remember, you can say anything, but if you have no contextual information or implied intent or real meaning behind it, then it means nothing to me. And that's why you have to learn how to be confident in what you say. If you say something and your body ain't reacted to it and you know that you are not trying to do it out of malice, ill intent, guilt, shame, or any of these things that are connected to fear, then you have the opportunity to recognize that the outside environment does not control me. Therefore, my confidence in myself is good. I trust my body. My body's not reacting. There's times when I'm in situations where everything seems copacetic. My body like, nah, bro, something's going down. Get the hell out of here. And I'm like, yep, it's time to go. Something's off. And I leave, and I kid you not, right after I leave, something go down, something happen, something pop off, and everyone's like, Juwan, you left just in time. Or, oh, Juwan, it could have just stayed boring. The point is, my body was like, we're not comfortable here. Why are we here? Why are you trusting what some mind tells you based on what it's perceiving around it? These are other people's thoughts. Trust your own gut. Trust your confidence. But also know that you have to use discretion as well. There are times when you need to speak up and use your authentic voice, and there are times when you do have to use that elevator voice to just let people know that today is not the day to mess with me. These are the things that people have learned how to do. So I want people to remember that talking up here and talking down here, neither one changes who we are. Conceptually, I've watched each of us ethnically do this. If you're loud, you're this. If you're quiet, you're this. No, I've met people, again, being loud don't mean that you ain't smart, and being quiet don't mean that you ain't dumb. And vice versa. It all goes back and forth. So I tell everyone to use your confident voice, use your authentic voice, because when you do so, you're going to always attract the tribes who need you, who want you, and help you grow. If you're only speaking through a head voice and you're sounding like you're only trying to get certain people to listen to you and come guys, this is how I talk, and I don't want people to think I'm aggressive, so I'm going to talk this way. No, that's not me. Hey, I'm not aggressive. If I seem aggressive to you, then you're not my kind of people. But yes, I move with my hands, I talk with my head, I sound like I got an attitude, because I always have an attitude, darling. But it doesn't mean I have one towards you. And that's teaching people how, again, when you stand in your truth, people have no choice but to say, oh no, this is just Jawan, that's who he is. If I was always talking quiet and being soft, and then I popped off, then it would sound like I was shifting in attitudes. It doesn't matter for me which one you meet, as long as you understand that everybody has this side to them. This is why it's important to allow people to speak their truth. Ask people to speak up. Some people get mad when I do it. I'm like, speak up. But Joanne, I just don't talk as loud. No, it ain't about me speaking loud. It's about the fact that you want to say something and you think that what you're going to say is not going to be received. So you don't want somebody to hear you so that you feel shame or guilt or something that's associated with the fear that I have never gave you. You know what I mean? Come on, let's do the pathology tracing. I'm saying when you meet that person in your life, always encourage people to speak with their authentic chest voice. Use your voice in your head to help you process things and keep things quiet. But when you walk outside and you walk into a room, again, be the reason, be the vibration, be the voice, be the it thing that shakes the room. It's okay to shake the room. I don't know whoever told you couldn't shake the room, but baby, I've been shaking the room since I was a baby, and I ain't never gonna stop shaking it, baby. Okay. That is who I am. That's authentically myself. I am a reserved person, believe it or not. I really don't like to be around a lot of people, but I love to share my energy when I can. I love to give my energy when I want to. This is, again, when we choose to find our authentic voice, we have more time reserved for ourselves, and then we get to allocate it the way that we want to. So instead of speaking from a place of what they think, or I thought, or they might, or I don't want to, or they don't worry about if you're going to hurt somebody, offend somebody. If you have no intent to hurt anyone and you're speaking your truth, speak your truth, because your truth is going to be fine with you and you're going to go home and be just okay. And whatever that person's feeling, they're going to go about their day and find it to attach to another person, another thing, or figure out how to work it out themselves. The point is do not do transfer of energy and then wonder why you have thoughts in your head that don't feel like you. They're not your thoughts. Your thoughts are what you genuinely feel and say to yourself out loud in front of people or behind closed doors without lying to yourself. And that's when you can be honest with your voice and your tone and how you deliver things to the world. The world will always receive you how you decide to give it. So you get to choose if they're going to pick how they see you, or you get to choose how you walk into the world and people respect how they're going to get you. All right? Use them throat chakras. You listen to your heart chakra. Trust your gut. Listen, let that throat open up. Let come out what needs to come out. Allow the head chakra and the crown and all those things to talk to each other for you to process beautiful, articulate words and thoughts. But remember, the most important thing is just get it out. Say what you got to say without holding back. But remember, it's not to attack anyone. It's to allow yourself to grow and to feel confident in how you speak through your voice without anyone ever trying to control you and tell you who you are. Do you understand, my loves? I don't know where this one was going, but hey, if it makes sense, it makes sense. This is one of my things I do. I talk until I feel exhausted. So, I thought the cat was over there. So, I love you. Be confident. Stay true. Be authentic. Listen to you. Talk through your chest. Breathe through your mouth. Let your breath, fresh air, get your brain. And then let it come out how it comes out. This is how you mix the two. That's why when they say breathe, let it out. Now, whatever you think is going to just have a nice little vibration and buzz coming from your chest, flowing from your mind, and then you get to see your own grand design. All right, I'm done. Besos. Check me out always here on IG, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, You know I got them. Also Spotify, as well as my website, epicenity.org. As always, I love you guys. Stay good, stay true. Besos. Mwah, 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 mwah.